We're live now. But nobody's watching. Nobody cares. But we live. Lefty dabs. And chat is inactive. But we're back. Some form or other. Back to basics. And maybe that'll actually get us back on topic. Or we're just going to, like, eat gummies, get stoned, take dabs, and, like, fall down. Take a nap.
This is a good topic for me because I'm getting ready to set up a whole new room. So
Yeah. We are also getting ready to, set up the next room. So we've kind of been talking about this as well, and that's what broached this subject was that we were like, well, we've got a build out to do. So there's building to be done, and we're discussing different ways to approach it, both from effectiveness and cost effectiveness. My whole friggin' principles about keeping things under budget and still as effective as possible. So
yeah,
we've decided to get back to some basics and try fucking around with some HIDs, but like traditional HIDs. Yeah, some HPS lights. So we're kind of going the other direction of what you're doing. So this is going to be interesting to see because you're going to be lighting a kind of 8x8-ish space with HLGs, right?
No, I have a whole room that's 12 feet by 12 feet. So.
Oh, you're gonna 12 by 12?
I think it's even bigger than that, to be honest. I'm looking to put 3 or 4 neck lights in one room. And they each have a 5x5. I mean, I have a whole bedroom to convert. Is what I'm doing. So, I think I'm going to change up my growing style. So have some living soil, some deep water culture, and then some doing my cocoa drip that I do now.
Oh God! Don't do it.
Which one? The living soil?
No. You can do all those things. Don't try and do them all in the same room.
Well, I think I'm going to keep the living soil separate.
I'm coming at you from a homie who has tried doing multiple rotating gardens in the same room with different media. It is a fucking nightmare. Don't do it.
Well, really, I just want to try to make sure I can grow under all these different mediums, really. But I need that Instagram resume, So
here's we're going to get back to basics for new growers, but here's a back to basics for experienced growers. As few changes as possible. Getting new lights, don't take that time to switch nutrients. Getting new nutrients, don't take that time to switch new lights. Getting new medium, don't take that time to, as few things change as possible will yield the best results. I'm sure in your time you've dialed in your method to something that works well for you. I would recommend before you try fucking around with some other methods. I'm not saying that soil doesn't grow fire, you can't grow good shit in cocoa, or that DWC, or that there's not some other method that works well for you or anybody else. Everybody's got their own way that they like. But when expanding, the one kind of constant that I would say everybody stick to is stick to what you know. Don't try to experiment while expanding.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. I mean, I have my system dialed in pretty good, so I'm always growing consistently good product. So I want to try the deep water culture, but I think I'm going to add that and then add more of what I'm already doing that I know works, and then try the deep water culture.
Got a good recipe, scale up. Don't try and fucking go, I'm going to fuck with some living soil and then cocoa on this one, and then you're going to, I guarantee you, you can. Go ahead. But I will be right there later when I'm like, told you so. That's a fucking nightmare.
They'll be there to
keep you up at nights, and you're like worried, tearing your hair out, going, why is my yield not what it should be? Why are these plants sick and those plants are fine?
I actually did pick up an HPS light, too. That's why I have that extension cord in Discord chat. I got one of the Gravita Pro DEs.
From China or from Gravita?
Gravita. He said Gravita.
Yeah, however the fuck you pronounce it.
Buddy.
It's off-brand, right? Or is it an actual Gavita?
It's Gavita. Yeah,
Oh,
Gavita
it's a-
1000-watt DE.
I thought you were talking about like an off-brand. Like, what does that always say?
Favita. I don't know.
Brass knuckle.
Black rolls.
Brass knuckle.
Knuckles. Yeah, but it's 240. It's a 240 volt. I got it off eBay auctions, pretty cheap, but I didn't realize it was 240. So I have to splice it from my dryer. So I had to get a thick ass extension cord.
Because we've already got a couple of rooms going at Star Killer, we're actually doing the same thing for our next room, simply for the fact that running 240 cuts your amps in half.
Yeah, it's more efficient. From everyone I've touched, more efficient to actually do.
So it will enable us to run our third room a little bigger and ballsier than we would have on less power than it would take. Essentially, going 240 makes the Bowies as efficient as the CMHs.
Uh-huh. Well, I was pretty certain I was going to go with the Next lights, and then HLG just released their version 2 of their new light, and it's got me a dick wet, so I might have to talk.
Yeah, you know, Green Diamond's over there with his freaking last gen Vero 29's fucking slaying it. I think that.
No, lights will always work. It's just an efficiency point at this matter, right? It's just how much I might pay $20 less a harvest.
4 micromoles, right?
Yeah, the new V2s pull 2.5 micromoles. My Next lights pull 2.2. You know,
at some point though, like 2.5 is more than the sun. That is literally brighter than the sun. I had a light that did 2.5, and if you put a fucking
it's just a watt per rating.
Kill it.
I agree. Eventually, you will have super ass. LED's going to get better. I'm not sure
CMH, the metal halide CMHs are like a 92 CRI, and so I've heard some of those. I've heard some of the Cobbs were getting close to 90, 91, 92, something like 96 and 7. Well, that's fucking the sun, dude.
Yeah. Well, you can grow fire under anything. It's just a matter of how much you want to spend money-wise. That's what LEDs bring to the table. You know, it's just that less cost. So
I always think that's the beauty of the CMHs is that they're like for 315, the 92 CRI. They don't. The only thing I would like to see is if they came out with a really cool tube that was still. They have cool tubes for them. Not really. Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. When you deal with things like the CMH or the DE HPS, like you're talking about, I was talking with Lefty about that, saying that if we decided to go DE or open any kind of open ballast to cut down on cooling costs, it would be more effective to box them in like put a glass front in front of them and duct them.
Yeah, I could see that. Like a
fucking speaker box, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
Take that Slayer ass light, stick it on the fucking ceiling, get the best, thinnest glass you can, and then fucking put that in front of it and slide it in. Suck that fucking air out of there.
Right back. I gotta check out something.
Uh-oh. Lefty's got to run. So you saw what we made, right, Mike? Did you see my Instagram post?
Which one?
The only one I've made in like recent history.
Then yes, your Star Wars. Yeah, those things. Yeah, I saw those.
So yes, these are our new gummy treats that we've made.
How are you guys dosing them? Like to know.
These ones are a little overdosed, so we have to kill them ourselves.
Yeah.
I made one a little stronger than probably is recommended. We'll see. But we're testing right now. We're in a testing phase. This is the honest, like, I'm not going to send these things to a lab at all, at least until I've had some kind of, like, dosing of my own. They should be around 150 milligrams. I made them with shatter, so assuming that the shatter is at least 80%, which is, you know, reasonable, yeah, they should be around 200 to 250 milligrams.
Isn't the standard dose like 50 milligrams for edibles? Like at the stores over there, isn't that what they sell them as?
I know people keep telling me different things. I always like the big stuff.
Well, I have to go big. I don't feel little. For some reason, edibles don't hit me very strongly.
Well, yeah, me either. I took one of these last night though, and I ate some of the stuff that was left in the pot, and I went to go hang some ratchet lights last night, or ratchets on lights last night, and I literally had a almost psychedelic experience because I had taken them on like a totally empty stomach.
Yeah.
And then went and did some like pretty good physical activity, and I was in the heat, and the lights were like pounding me in the face, and like there was like tracers, and I was it was pretty fucking heavy duty, like to the point where I was like, I'm thirsty, I have to go drink from hose.
Usually if I get that, I'll feel it for a couple days if I get like that. Yeah. But
oh yeah. Well, yeah, I usually don't decarb as long as a lot of people do, specifically to avoid that really heavy intoxicating effect that some heavily decarb edibles have.
Yeah.
With this water, however, I didn't want to lose anything, so I did the full like 30 minutes at 250.
Yeah.
I turned it back. I turned good shatter into crude. It was poo-poo. I was like, ew, that's gross, but I guess we're not smoking it, so we're going to eat it. I think I'm really going to try and find a source for some good, clean distillate that I can use for gummy making, because I mean, obviously I can make really good product. I don't know if you saw the consistency on this, but I mean, it's legit gummy bear. Like,
yeah, it's pretty nice there. Does it taste like horrible dog shit in your mouth though? That's my problem with like.
Oh no, it tastes like weed and fucking.
Yeah, you took like a bite of weed right in your mouth. Like that's
weed
hard
and lime. These are lime flavored, so they retain some of their original flavor.
Yeah.
But there is definitely an undertone of pot.
So I've been making capsules just using my rosin pucks and like hash that I'll have like and using coconut oil, MCT oil, avocado oil, kind of like a blend. Making that and then putting those in capsules. I think 00 capsules, and then trying to do it that way. But
right from decarb the hot oil right into the hot gelatin mixture, so that they never cool down, and I whisked it kind of in gently. I mean, you don't want to get bubbles in your Jello mixture when you're making jellies, but it worked pretty well. I was pretty happy with the results, and that's why I made Lefty eat one like 40 minutes ago, so it should be hitting him about now, and he ate one of the big ones. So he's actually been gone a minute. He said he had to go handle something and ran off and then disappeared.
Yeah, that's probably an imaginary phone call. Like, I'm losing my shit. Oh God. I got a phone call. He's in the bathroom laying down. Fuck. I've been there.
It floored me pretty good.
No one's ever died. If I'm the first, I'll be famous.
No, there was a guy. He did, dude. He jumped out a window, though.
Yeah, that doesn't count. That's mental illness. That's activated per mental illness.
Yes. And lack of caution. He also ate like 1,000 milligrams of edibles, and then his friends went out and left him alone.
Yeah, he's lucky he can move with 1,000 milligrams of edibles. So, yeah. I don't think that's fair to say he died by marijuana, though. He just...
It was a marijuana involved.
Yeah, it was induced.
Like an officer involved shooting.
Yeah, but you can't overdose. I mean, I look at like
can't blame the cop for shooting the guy, but he did in fact shoot a guy.
Look, I'm sure cannabis has caused somebody to have some heart attacks. You know what I mean? Had a panic attack and have a weak heart, and have a heart attack and they die.
I mean, I'm sure
that shit happens. But there's a lot of people. We can lose a few. It's all right.
Lefty's dad had a rough night a while back.
Oh yeah? Was
it? Oh, we're talking smack on your dad.
Oh yeah, he took too many jabs or something. Got fucking way too blasted.
Got greened out, isn't that what they call it?
Yeah.
I call it like cooped out. You know, like the chicken coop. Like you're out there, the chicken's hiding, all paranoid.
We thought that's what happened to you for a minute because you were gone so long.
Oh, I was taking a shit. Sorry.
Nothing that exciting. Great cover story though.
It's just tripping. I'm like, things that bother this sweet little teddy bear at 200 milligrams. Well,
you gotta get I'm telling you, you gotta get a T-check. They're like $200, I think now, that'll actually test your milligrams and.
yeah, that would be cool. Although, you know, most of these are, I have to admit, I'll give Doober credit. These are fucking tasty. Really, really, really. Like his cookies that he made were good. We need to work on more of the visual with the cookies, but these are fucking dope, dude.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean? Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, cans are nice. There's a market here for them too. It's just hard to get people to.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, especially with people that don't want to smoke, and obviously, but like that can't smoke, or shouldn't smoke.
Mm-hmm.
That's my. Did you see my new brand name on Instagram?
Mm-mm.
So how we got first order extracts, right?
Yeah.
That we were fucking around with. I was like, you know what? I'll call it Sith Side Gummies and make it like South Side. But it's Sith Side.
You guys are gonna get fucking Disney after you. You're gonna
I tell them not to do that,
oh shit! Yeah, they're losing money on Star Wars now, bro. They're gonna be coming after you. They're like,
go get that weed, motherfucker.
Fuck, we gotta make our money up. Who's this Mark Doober?
Solo bomb. They're gonna come after Doober.
They want some of that first order money.
I was thinking about doing my lefties touch. Thought about it the other day. I was like, yeah, might as well. I'm lefty. Might as well sell the brand.
Well, I always thought that it was, that a joint is traditionally referred to as a left-handed cigarette.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? This is a lefty. Hey, man, you got a lefty? I don't know if you knew that, but that's like an old hippie thing. Like
I'm sure things like that are probably already taken. I would bet. There's a lot of what
I was thinking, lefties Doober.
Left-handed Doober. Oh, that's cute.
No gay at all.
Oh, no.
I bought the neighbor's corn yesterday.
I want to get one of those, man.
I saved that fucking.
She'll be by at 4:20, dude.
I don't know.
The corn lady will be here at 4:20. She knows. She come by. You'll hear the little horn. I'll go out and water the yard at like 4 o'clock so that I gotta wait for the corn lady to come down the road. And I'll be like, hell yeah, elotes.
Elote.
And we had some new neighbors that moved in a couple weeks ago, kind of real quick. Like the house went up for rent, and like 3 days later it was rented out. Boom. And we were like, damn, that was quick. And the guy's been out there working on his yard, so I've been giving him a hard time because we kind of got the like dopest yard on the block. Lefty was noticing that on the way in today. And homeboy was out there getting his yard fixed up, and I was like, uh-oh, competition on the block.
He's just selling himself out there. I guess it's a good point. Ain't nobody want to go over to a gay dude's house and start peeking around.
I bought him and his son corn, and it was kind of uncomfortable for them because they were like, really?
Did you just corn us, bro?
I was like, tell me, dude, it's like, okay, an ear of corn from the freaking elote lady. How much you think I paid for that?
Yeah,
you saw that, right?
Oh,
Mike?
Yeah.
What do you think I paid for that ear of corn slathered in mayonnaise and covered in cheese and then and butter?
Honestly, I would say probably $3.50.
How about $1.25?
That's what I was gonna say because you made it sound like it was cheaper than I thought. But honestly,
I got 3 of them and gave her a $5, and she was happy with the tip.
Yeah, see, I would love that shit. The best sight around here is ice cream trucks, and it's just kids chasing those. So when there's like a 35-year-old man chasing after an ice cream truck, it just looks bad, you know.
Dude, this lady's running out of a Dodge Caravan, and she's got ice cream too, and she's got Dorilocos and like everything, dude. It's like a straight up little antojitos on fucking wheels. There's a chain around here. You probably have one out near you too called La Michoacana.
I've heard of
they're a Mexican ice cream place, and they do Mexican ice cream, the paletas. And then they make their own like ice cream in house with a soft serve machine, and they mix all kinds of dope ass shit in there. They got ones that are fucking like Ferrero Rocher. get the friggin' ones with the like Ferreros thrown in there. It's got like hazelnut, caramel swirl, bomb ice creams, and then they make all these little like treats, Dori Locos or Tosti Locos. Dude, Mexican cuisine is something that just really has to be appreciated. But I would recommend, unless you're like really traditional, stay away from the cueritos. It's like pickled pig skin.
I'll try anything once. I've had balls before, or not human balls, but
think of it as like cold, uncooked calamari.
Yeah,
pickled squid tentacles or something. Obi-Wan cannabinoid, what up?
We all know you've had fucking balls before, bro.
Well, it's not something I want out there as common knowledge, though.
Common knowledge, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody who hangs out with Doober's probably had balls in his mouth.
Deep Googling. You just have to deep Google it. What do you
Lefty's cabin over here, Doobin.
Is that sour diesel you were supposed to send me that I didn't get?
No, actually.
Oh, dude, I'm such a dickhead.
You are. I thought that too, and I opened it. I was like, "Oh, fucking dickhead."
To be honest with you, my brother's got it all now. But let's just send him a fucking nice things with you.
I did.
Okay, good.
How'd you like that Jawa?
Oh, it was amazing. It was
Yeah,
amazing.
you got some of the Jawa fucking
I was
PR
gonna say
live.
some of that Jalo, but there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. Fucking that sucks. Make sure we take care of him on our next run. I'm gonna run some of the Vader. I'll give you some Vader.
I'll give you the
Sour
reach
was really cool, but the Vader's gonna be even better.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm a dick, man. I get so fucking sick.
I got my hands on some fruit seeds.
How do you like these elements?
I still got to get seeds out to Virginia, Gingy. I
On
told
your
her I was
desk
fucking
still?
doing that. It's still sitting on my desk. Such a fucking loser.
I
It
got
happened. We're stoners. We're fucking busy. When we're stoners, but we're busy stoners. Like I don't want to give people that idea with this stoner cop out shit because and make it sound like
Yeah, you're making all stoners.
he's over here gonna stick it in a fucking envelope right now and reveal her freaking actual true address. And why the hell were you searching up State of Decay? Had you seen one too many ads?
My brother plays it, and so I was just curious what it was.
Oh, okay.
And so he was like,
There was
"Oh, bro, it's
I've
cool."
seen a bunch of ads for it on YouTube lately.
Yeah. Good. What is that?
You're bewitched.
Yeah.
Paper?
Say something tastes funny about that. I don't know. I like to be rich. Oh,
Try it again. I'm using these elements. You used those before?
are they
Is that the cellulose ones?
Oh,
Are those
Still
the
looking for a
cellulose
rolling
papers or what?
no, oh, I can taste the original. Maybe I just got too much paper or something last time. It's a little better. I took a dab though too, and it was like, to be honest with you, it's kind of hard going back to flour. Like my brother,
Dude,
he flat out he won't
he
smoke
leaves-
flour.
I'm in the same boat you are.
Little fucking dog turds, I call them. Little nugs
all
in a
over,
bag
yeah.
laying around.
Mhm.
Oh, I was smoking on this, but then I just left it on the couch, left it on the table or whatever, and I'm just like, fuck that, I'm gonna roll that shit up in the show.
Look,
I'm a roach gutter.
I'm in the same boat, especially because I have a
You're over there like that,
so
and
it's
I'm over here
why?
like this. You see these empty roaches?
Like I'll smoke weed when people come over socially, but by myself, I never smoke flower.
That's weird, man.
I like the.
You'll have to-
I
you'll have to-
concentrate's better.
You'll have to convert me, make me Mr.
Yeah.
Hardabber.
You know what we should do is one of these days I'll get a rosin press, and we'll do some rosin pressing.
Yeah, I would love to see you guys because I honestly, side by side, I feel like rosin's better. Like side by side, I still feel like rosin. The high is better. It's more fuller.
There's something about it that doesn't. Yeah, BHO at the end of the day, you're still running chemicals through it. And I don't care how the fuck clean it is. None of them say 100%.
What about dimethyl ether? Have you heard of that?
I mean, just listen to that. He's like that versus just.
Yeah. Well, there's also that new plastic
Heard
chemical.
those fucking SC Johnson wax commercials lately that are like fucking on Pandora and shit?
Hey, there's an organic blasting material they use now too, like Z1 MX or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. Made from dehydrated methanol.
Yeah. Who knows if it's actually better for you or not? But
And it's apparently the best. It's got a boiling point of -9 degrees. Yeah.
it's supposed to be amazing for extracts. It's supposed to be the next
yeah. Oh God, isn't that great? And it's way less flammable than butane.
He's so happy.
Yeah.
So happy.
Dimethyl ether,
He's like,
baby.
talking about
Give me some gas.
Oh my God, it's just so much gay going on over here. Hey,
We lost a viewer on that one.
okay.
Oh, fine.
Shoes off.
Whatever. Still here.
Is,
Apparently, UCG got rained out, and
where's Apprentice? So you like scared me or something? Am I like so intimidating and stuff that you just won't come on the show anymore?
We were talking about back to basics.
I don't think so.
About lighting a new room. I got a question. What's it going to cost you to light that thing with your 2 possible choices of LED? Because you're talking about running a couple of the top level LEDs out there in the game right now over a equivalent sized area. I think our room's 11 by 13. Yours is 12 by 12.
Maybe about 3
I'd have to measure it. Yeah, it's a standard bedroom size, but it's a decent size bedroom. I really would need probably 4 next lights to cover it completely.
And 4 next lights, and they're going to give you a discount if you get 4, right? They said they could work you some kind of deal.
Well, yeah, Nick said he'd give me a deal if they go. Really, it's not a deal. They just give me their commercial price.
Yeah.
Because from what it is, after I talked to Nick's, is they don't just deal, and they're not strictly just a cannabis company. They've been around for a while. Yeah. Yeah, and like the big selling point for them, in my point of view, is that they will warranty their product for 5 years, which is it's a pretty good selling point. You know, but there's no UV or IR. They're not adjustable or dimmable, so it's always pulling 650 from the wall.
When fucking Cree learns to start making actual agricultural lights, the game is gonna fucking change.
Mm-hmm.
So far, their entire catalog is all industrial, commercial, residential. And
well, it's all spectrum based anyway, man. So it's like, what spectrum do you want?
They're making a lot of the chips. Cree and Samsung, and you know what I mean. These guys are making the chips, and when the chip makers start realizing, because all these companies make their own lights, just these lights that they're making are not designed for horticultural purposes. So they're not in the ideal array or spectrum or whatever. But they make all these parts and totally could. And other companies are going into these chip makers and buying their chips and sticking them on these arrays, that it's essentially a small assembly line. Things like Green Jeans. I mean, he built that shit out of his garage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just start putting together LED lights for people. I would build a cob array. Hey, this one works pretty good. And if we just stack them up, hey, look, it's modular. Fuck yeah. And then homies start hitting you up and being like, hey, that's what you said. And
that's how
all he's doing.
All came about, really.
Yeah, you start putting somebody else's. But the day that like Cree or freaking Vero or what is that? Is that Citizen that makes Vero?
Yeah, it might be Citizen that makes Vero. Yeah. I don't know.
Whatever. When the actual chip manufacturers get hip, because these guys are all making fixtures as well. They don't just make chips; they make fixtures.
Mm-hmm.
All these companies. But the fixtures that they make are for lighting warehouses and gymnasiums and garage structures and parking lots. It's like that Cree fixture that I have is intended for a fucking auto dealership. It makes a great grow light. 4,000. I mean, it's kind of like the next light. 4,000K, fucking full spectrum, but no IR, no additional anything. Great beam spread and built, but it's intended for a fucking auto dealership.
Yeah, so I talked to the guy next night for a little while on the phone, and he told me the reason that they can do 5-year warranties is because they don't offer IR and UV spectrums. Those apparently burn out the bulbs, those bulbs burn out faster.
I've used LED UVs, and LED UVs I can verify will burn out way faster than full spectrum LEDs will.
Bridge Lux.
Bridge Lux.
Yeah, because Citizen makes their own. It's like called the 1818s and the 1212s or whatever the fuck it is. And I don't know. But yeah, Citizen makes theirs. The one that's still in the day anyway is
each of these
Citizen.
companies, Bridge Lux, Cree, Citizen,
Samsung's making all those.
They all make lights, like actual plug into the fucking thing or wire to the wall fucking lights. But they don't make ones that are built for that kind of what's really being cornered on the market is that chilled spectrum, that fucking pinky purple, like the same as the Lux Grow.
Well, to be fair, there's probably to say there's not been a grow spectrum. It's hard to argue because no one's really done the proper research on what would be the best. I mean, because like kind of the McCree curve.
Is there a best, right? Cannabis grows all over the world, so
it does.
Certain strains will have adapted to certain environments. So, I mean, maybe there isn't a best. There might be a generalized best.
I was just going to say something generally accepted across the board, like
changes
the PPF argument.
Phenotypic expression as well. Different spectra will enhance different because there are other receptors other than. So the way this works is rather than now we've totally lost the whole back to basics thing. Instead, we're sitting here randomly, and I'm about to go on to phytochromes and other non.
I kind of forgot this was a back to basics. Well, you say your statement, we'll get really back to basics here in a second.
But there are other things that respond to the light than your standard photosynthesizing of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. There's phytochromes and freaking heterochromes and other things in the freaking that respond to the light and have different peaks. There's a chart somewhere I can pull up and show you. I'm sure there's a white paper already listed in SciEnts chat, but there's different responses that come from different spectra of light. So if you flood something with that blurple or that pinky purple or the 2100K of HPS or the 4000, 3000K of CMH, there's different different photosynthetic phenotypic expression that occurs because of the spectrum.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And a blend might be the best, and it might be impossible to actually get.
That Lux Grow, that's what I'm saying.
It's interesting. I've always been kind of interested in the checkerboard, the CMH checkerboard off of the HPS to get that kind of really pretty blues and the UVs, the UVs, etc. In addition to the tried and true HPS 27, that you get from But some of the guys have said that they don't notice any difference. Not necessarily no more in the weight, no more in the trike. It's just that it's you get different expression. The plant looks a little different. In other words, it'll be a little more purple under this one, and red under that one, or whatnot.
Well, there's still a lot of bro science in our community at this stage.
Majority of it's bro science. Probably all of it.
Yeah, that's why I'm all about fucking white papers. Did any of you guys see that fucking thing on like nitrogen and fucking phosphorus and potassium uptake and fucking
But even
plants?
that's still not in cannabis, though. That's general.
That's just how plants fucking work, man.
But cannabis could be a little bit different, or a little bit more, a little bit less.
Let's not be fucking unicorns here.
True.
It's a plant.
I mean, I'm just general.
He's saying behaves like the majority of other plants do. In most cases.
But the other argument would be that I don't smoke tomatoes, right? So they'll always go back to that. So you lose, bro. It's like the Bible. I have that shit. I don't smoke tomatoes.
I 100% agree with you on the
flushing is necessary.
You don't smoke tomatoes, and you smoke cannabis. So
tomatoes.
It needs to be researched by a product that's smoked. Is how does
you don't smoke tomatoes? You're talking to Doober. I will smoke tomatoes just to prove it can be done. We'll go get some dried tomatoes, and tonight I will smoke tomatoes.
I have oil phosphate, dude. Don't do it. There's spraying.
It's fine. I'll be fine. I will smoke tomatoes. Don't trip. It's gonna happen.
You didn't flush tomatoes.
What's the worst? I've smoked other nightshades. It's no big damn deal.
The tomatoes are
I smoked rattlesnake venom from a rattlesnake that we pulled out of a log on an LSD camping trip in high school.
Well, think of how much better that rattlesnake would have tasted if you flushed it properly.
Oh, dude, Mike, have you read the post? I tried to make Lefty read it. I'm gonna go dig this up, and Undercover Grower's gonna say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
What the fuck?
Hi.
Wow, that doesn't sound like you.
It's me, man. I just walked in the door.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. There you are.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's me, Lefters. That better?
That's much better. I appreciate the accent. I need a little bit to clarify.
Oh, yeah. No, you're good. I appreciate that you appreciate it.
Well, on a back to basics note, back to topic note, we were talking about going back to basics in this Science Sunday. And
That's a good
as
topic.
for self-synthesis here, I'm not sure what that's. I think he's looking
We're
up.
going back to the original
dear.
post.
But one thing I always I talk to Gingy about. I think there's a lot of people that just don't even know basics about cannabis lighting as far as what it needs to grow and flower. And you go kind of, I think most of us on here are going to kind of laugh, but for those that kind of watch this back and really care,
I just have to go
cannabis is grown really in two phases outside of what's an autoflower. So there are some separates out there, but you need to, in order to grow cannabis out in the wild, it's going to go into a photo period of a vegetative state, obviously, and then obviously another period of flower. That's induced by, as you guys all know this, I'm saying some pretty obvious stuff, by the light changing to a close to a 12-12 cycle so that the plant will flower and begin its reproductive cycle.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know that. I was kind of surprised by that. How cannabis is grown out in the wild and the difference between your standard plants that just veg and plants that flower.
Yeah. And two, speaking of basics, and I think a lot of new growers, when they realize back to the basics, they get into the basics, they don't realize how basic it actually is in the beginning and have a hard time leaving their plants alone, or everything that they've read up until that point all comes together at once, and they think, oh shit, I need to do this, or do I need to do this. And within a week or two after popping their seeds, it doesn't look really good, and they've just overloved them.
Yep, that's no doubt about that, man. I agree with that. That's a good point. Put them in the ground and let them be.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah,
that was.
People don't realize they're equipped in those cotyledon leaves with enough food to get them through that first 30 to 40 days of life anyway. Just all they need. The only thing they didn't bring was water.
Right.
You know, if they're standing up in the dirt, then they're trying.
In fairness, though, don't most outdoor growers transplant, like past the seedling stage crop into the outdoor? So they're not planting seed directly outdoors usually. They're transplanting. Because the seedling stage is almost like another stage in itself of cannabis growing that people don't appreciate. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm just depending on the grower. You got folks like,
I mean, I could see old schoolers doing
you know, he starts his outside. Some of them.
This brings us back to something. A lot of things happen during that transitional phase hormonally in the plant, between sprout to seedling to sexing to flowering. Throughout that stage, there's a lot of things that happen, and like we had some issues with that last one for sure. And yes, part of that's genetic. Part of that also is any kind of stress. The fact that those plants got jostled a little bit, had a net thrown under them, and had been topped and trained a little bit. Shrimp came. Well, yeah, before the net. But Shrimp had told us that before. Remember back when we were talking to Kilo? Kilo was bitching about that fucking Cthulhu or whatever it was that fucking like put the shit for him.
Actually, it ended up growing fine. It was just a little finicky.
It was just a little finicky, and sometimes he said, you know, if you pop or cut on a plant before it is mature, sometimes it's best when running from seed to kind of let them grow pretty much all the way into their sex fully before you take a cut off of them or train the plant or chop the plant.
I didn't have that experience. I think those were
in some genetics.
Exactly
that's
sure
what I'm
happened
saying. He said it can change the hormonal flows in the plants, the auxins, and it causes the plant to stress out.
It seemed odd that half of them were fine, the other half weren't.
This is something that happens. This is with a lot of unstable genetics in the market. It's like we've got a lot of genetics that are already kind of to start with. Now all of a sudden it's like, damn, this strain didn't want to let me top it at node 6 like every other fucking plant in the world that has been totally fine.
On a side note, though, like with most cannabis, as the female plant that's pollinated dies, you know, it goes into that mulch kind of style where all the plants are dying around it. And my point is it kind of creates a nice little barrier for that seed to kind of pop up, a wind barrier. So the only thing that's really super detrimental to that plant is going to be the wind. It just kicks the shit out of it. That's probably most people don't pop seeds outside because it's just it's going to ruin your numbers. No, I'm sure. Yeah, I would say people have done it. It's not that crazy.
I remember being a kid throwing fucking handfuls and handfuls and handfuls.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it done that way, old school style, you know. But like nowadays, the new breeders.
Survival of the fittest, bitch.
My mama was an old hippie, right? And so, like, some of my first experiences with pot were finding these fucking gallon Ziploc baggies full of her trash. All the all the seeds and stems and shit that like were the byproduct of smoking pot. She'd like keep them all aside because my mom's a Scot, and occasionally she'd go through them, even a big tin or something.
The gummies feel good, man. I have to admit, I'm kind of a little bit.
And that's unusual for you on one gummy.
I mean, greased up.
I'm trying to catch up a little bit. When did you guys start exactly? Do you know?
111, but then we started over.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw a link or something that said, let's try again or some shit.
Look.
That's Vader, ain't it? That's Vader's head?
Yeah, they're gummies.
Oh, no shit. That's pretty cool. Are they medicated?
Yes.
Awesome. Are you going to send some my way when you send that Wi-Fi extender?
Yes, and I have that ready for you at the pad, too.
That would be awesome.
Let's talk about mail call, too. So
you guys got so much mail to send out.
It's a pain in the ass, dude. I talked to the dispo the other day. I was like, yeah, hold on, we'll come meet you, but like we got to stream tomorrow. Yeah, we do the whole.
Your guys' next
we do the whole thing. Instagram, YouTube.
You need a subcool harem to do all your little menial tasks. You know what I mean? So.
No, just me.
Yeah.
I gotta do it with both hands.
Give it time.
I'm churning butter.
Yeah.
This is some Doober shatter.
Did you guys ever get your heads together and figure out what cuts you would like for me to send you?
You want the hammer?
Oh, I already have it. Stop rubbing my back.
Oh, your dream. What about that?
I know Lefty's been looking at that Banana Jack for a long time. I've got the number jack, the Banana Jack 4. I just flipped. That's the short bush. Well, not short, but it's shorter and bushier than the 7. They're both absolutely beautiful, though.
The thing I truly want is that 9-pound hammer.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you still wanted my cut since you had those seeds. But I mean, yeah, I don't mind.
Kind of like, well,
a bit.
I mean, I would. Shit. What else do you have in the stable there? I'm trying to think.
Oh, dude. Well, both of my Malibu pies, my 11 and my 2, and then a Locomotion. I think you would like Locomotion.
That's another one. All right, Locomotion sounds good.
All right. I'll tell you what. You've been eyeing that banana jack for a while, so I'll send you a loco and a banana jack.
Brad.
That'll work.
Oh.
The
Want some of that?
background is funny.
I'm over here making hearts over UCG's head. You can't see it.
I've got an idea. When you send the shippers back, fill them up with what you just had on the screen.
All right.
Good
Good idea.
Throw some Vader heads in there for you.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's gonna be the new thing. We're gonna start a new chat. Will be started on Discord. I will make the channel today. It's all right. They're there. You know what? Don't worry about it. These gummies are fucking good enough. You can just throw them on a paper plate and they will not stick. Fucking guarantee it.
Guarantee.
And they're not even a day old yet.
Garon told you.
Well, the whole thing about gummies that a lot of people don't understand is that in order to make a good gummy, they actually have to be dried for a couple of days before they're put in, especially if you want to keep them glossy.
I heard that also that there's a fine line on getting them too hot or not hot enough, and the consistency doesn't come out correct.
Yeah. Well, I'm an old school candy maker, so it's easy for me. That's why I was really happy with how these came out. They have that perfect where like you can squish them and they pop right back. I mean, there's no like, dude, look. If I smash him, does he lose like hardly any shape of his face, or does he pop right back?
A man of many talents. A man of many talents, indeed.
He makes a perfect little wiener head.
I'll be right back. I've got to go and do mini, miny, mo on which pot I want to smoke.
Good, 2 of these, this would make a total fucking... That I could really... Mike's over here like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I don't understand either.
Yeah, all I'm thinking is fleshlight.
Oh, I could make a medicated one.
A medicated fleshlight? Would that work?
You could share it. Oh,
No,
shit. How did
there's
Island
too
Grower
much
get
shame.
in here and stay gray?
There's too much
What
shame.
is up, Island Grower? We got to get you a ranch. I haven't seen you in here apparently before. Green Diamond's on deck too somehow. The Reservation Fire holding it down from the beginning. We actually got 7 viewers. Been hanging out for a minute now.
What is up, family? Taking a dab here. Doob's not smoking. He's taking some time off. He is.
I just smoked a joint, like almost a whole joint in my head because you only popped on it a couple times. And we're like, man.
It's small.
Yeah, but that's like one dab is a whole joint, so it's nothing.
Cheers. We're
Yep.
going for round 2 there, my man.
Oh,
are you 2
fine.
there?
Every time I mute, it's because I'm hitting a dab, son.
All right.
More
See,
dabs.
I hear you cough. That's
We see
confirmed.
the king.
That confirms it.
Yeah.
Praise Allah. We see the king.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, here. Let's see here. I gotta wait for this thing to cool down because it's hotter than fuck.
I like the hot dabs.
Do you?
I like them to be gone like Thanos snap. You know what I mean? Like I want the instantly to vaporize into my lungs. Just, yeah, that's a, I have it. You know,
That
email.
sounded like a good one.
What's up, Tommy?
Next gummy's coming up.
Oh, that's dope.
Next shape coming up on gummies.
Nice.
Oh,
And I'm gonna find a way to black the eyes. Well, I mean, I'm gonna make them white. I'm gonna
You know
make
what?
them correct.
I
Like
think-
I made Vader. I made
They
Vader.
would probably just hire a hitman over even trying to legally deal with you. They would just, yeah. You're gonna get Disney assassinated.
Oh God. Not sure where it did, but
I cough so hard sometimes. I get like the wah-wahs. I think I'm about to pass out. I don't want that shit to be on television. You know? That'd be a meme or something.
Yeah, you just get a lot more carbon and shit when you rosin press, and I think you just get more of the coughs because of that.
Maybe.
It's hard to say.
I smoke a lot of wax too, because if I run the rosin I'm pressed in, you can't buy rosin here. So the only rosin that I smoke is what I've made.
I don't know.
Trimming his bush.
You're like, it's old and dead, whatever it is.
Hey, Mike.
This has been here for weeks. Just
I know.
Sitting over in
I know. I thought about it too. I was just sitting over. I'm like, I wonder if that does. You just kind of brought it to my attention.
Mike, can you hear me? Did you check out that server last night, the chat or anything about that KNF?
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing.
Was it pretty cool?
Yeah, it was neat. It was like listening to a podcast with some organic guys.
And I fell asleep. I was wanting to kind of check that out. That's one thing I know absolutely nothing about, that style of growing.
That was
Yeah, it was
I was a nerd in high school. I know it. I'm just being teased.
No.
I didn't tell you guys that.
He clowns on me for not smoking, and then goes, "What the hell are you smoking?" I'm gonna trim it up. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Hold on.
My purple pie is evolving. Going through the cure process. It now smells like, it doesn't smell floral or sweet anymore. It's gassy. It's like a bag of gassed up fucking white cheddar popcorn.
That's ninja food for you. I swear, mine, when I take it down, smelled of like electric grape. Just crazy.
Right?
And all of a sudden you dry it for a week and it's like, dude, that's kind of like Mendo. What the fuck? Like, where'd all the purple go?
Yeah, it's really fucking weird. I mean, it's great. And oddly enough, when it's burnt, it's got a really, really strong skunky, like a skunky bite to it, pungency to it. The smoke.
You two get to play for a second. I have to take Lefty on a walk while he's dying.
Got it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining in the least. I'm liking this shit better every day, and I ain't gonna lie about it. I got a fucking bunch of it. So I should be enjoying it for a while, Mike.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, my dog's fucked up my whole set.
No, I can hear you fairly well.
Good.
Yeah.
What happened? Did we lose? What the hell happened to Doober and them?
He said something about had to take Lefty for a walk.
Oh yeah, he's not fully mouse trained yet. So
yeah, I think it's time to take Lefty to piss.
Yep. So I guess I should probably bring this channel back to basics.
Yeah, ring back on topic.
So yeah, I'm really been doing a lot of research on living soil lately. I've been just slowly getting all the parts, the peat moss and the bone mill, and I mean just all. I'm doing coots.
Every day.
You should probably just.
Well, I mean, I pretty well started growing that way. I don't plan on going back to organics. However, it still interests me. I just if I could get the speed of growth and all, and the same quality and all that I'm getting now through organics, that would be awesome.
I really only want to do like maybe 3 or 4 15-gallon pots, and that's it. I'm not trying to like convert my whole room to organics. I just want to try it. You know what I mean? Because I just want to try it and see if I can actually keep the soil healthy.
Straight up, the only time it ever got me was in the winter when it was just fucked up, cold and wet.
My Tahoe Fire thinks that it's growing organic because it's so goddamn slow. It has no good.
You call that the Cushman cut?
It's very slow. It's a healthy as hell, and it's a dynamite fucking dynamite bud, but it has no vigor.
Well, no, because
Doesn't matter what you do.
has all those veganic lines, you know.
It's so fucking slow and healthy as hell the entire time. I mean, there's nothing you can do to speed it up.
Not goes wedding cake, huh?
Say what?
The wedding cake.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not grown that yet.
No, we're running some, and we're just like, there was a bunch that we thought were like, oh, they got to be boys. No, we'll just leave them outside in the dark, outside the tent for like a few days. So we left them outside the tent for like
2 weeks,
10 days.
Okay,
something like
longer
that.
now, I think. And it's still nothing.
Yeah.
And so now I've actually watered them, stuck them in the flower room in the corner, just to get some sort
You're
of
on 11.
out.
You're on fucking 11, 13 now, bitch. Figure it out.
Shit. So we took a bunch of ones and now we stuck them in the flower room just to see what the fuck they are. I mean, I'm hoping they're girls because all the boys, there was a lot of boys. There was like about 50 so far of what's left and what we've called. And the boys were like obvious boys.
Right.
But the girls have not shown a single
anything. They're just
Not
like,
a pistol one.
no.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how the cowbells did me,
like,
guys.
like, bitch, you've been in flower for like 3 weeks and still haven't shown us fucking nothing.
My cowbells did that very same shit. Took forever.
I hear that fixes itself, and I've had that happen on one of the Jawa pies. Didn't want to show me fucking shit forever, but I've heard that, and I've seen that with my Jawa that it comes back better after you clone it. Like goes back to what Shrimp was saying about the difference in hormonal changes in the plant when you are growing it from seed versus growing it from a mature cloned cut.
Right. That makes perfect sense. Check this out. My 9-pound hammer is doing something that I've never seen it do before. Everywhere, well, basically at every node, even the nodes where it's just a leaf petiole coming out, there's like this big swollen up bubble, and then the growth comes out of that. But like the corner, that V where the node is, it swells into like a ball, and then your shit comes up out of that. They're all over it. It's
what
crazy.
Have you added to your nutrient regime?
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nope. But this plant that have flipped is the largest hammer that I've ever flipped. This was the mom that I've been momming off of for shit.
Any
Like
way
6
you could have
months.
increased your amount of available silica somehow?
No, did I? No, well, no. Wait, let me stop right there. Before I flipped her, and I was hand watering still from the bottom while they were in the mom tent. However, I was just scooping right out of the reservoir for the veg tent, which I do run silica.
Well, how old of a mom are you talking about, too?
She's about 6 or 8 months old, man. Yeah, she's been around for a minute.
I don't think you'd see signs of damage that early, though.
Well, it's not damage. They're just kind of swole around the. I'll go show you one at the branch at the bract.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I was trying to say.
Keeping a plant in its vegetative state for way longer than it's intended is a stress upon itself. You know what I mean? It's a form of stress of a plant. So,
well, I'll show you one. I got one.
if you have a
I got one I can throw on camera for you.
forever, it might.
I have seen some of my other plants do it before, but just like 1 or 2 here or there on the plant, no big deal. And it's like not hurting it in any way. She is very healthy.
Just keep an eye on worms at those locations is all I would do.
Oh yeah. And see, that's what caught my eye. I was looking at it, and doing my daily herm check, and I was like, what the fuck? It's just like a round ball there. Pretty neat looking, really. And it's like a clear green. You can almost see through the damn thing. We're getting ready to get a visual example.
Maybe.
If it'll focus.
I can't see the screen. Hold on.
Oh, dude, that looked like Sasquatch.
It was.
It was.
Yeah,
See if we can get a good angle or light or something on this. Hold on, let me set this jug down. Yeah, this plant has a lot of that, and this is a young one, fairly young one. Can you see it right there?
Hello.
In the focus. Is that what you talk about? That kind of swollen, clear green. Yeah. Over.
You broke it.
Roger Diner. That was
Like just
you see what I'm talking about there, though, right? You see
Right there. Yep, that's it. Looks
almost
just like that.
perfectly focused, but that kind of like, and you can see that that's all over this plant, right, Lefty? That little knuckling.
Oh, they're gonna tell me like.
You want to see a knuckle? I got a moose knuckle.
Everyone, close your eyes.
No, we ain't got moose knuckle, y'all.
We're getting ready to get banned.
We don't get banned for moose knuckles.
I got to step away for a second and take care of a business call. I'll be right back.
All right, handle business. Yeah, Green Diamond saying he gets knots like marbles. Happens when you low stress train or high stress train. It's something that happens in the plant where it responds to certain hormones.
Yeah, I stem pinch to cause it sometimes.
But it can also be caused by silica. If you add silica to your stuff on the reg, you'll get knots like that all the time.
Well, if you're in cocoa, you should be adding silica in general. But I think I'm gonna start mixing rice hulls with my cocoa instead of adding silica to it and just doing it that way.
Lefty uses grow stones.
Yeah, I guess.
Those are fucking ruthless, bro.
What?
Those gummies are good. I can't feel my back. It feels great. Yeah. Like I haven't not felt my back in a while.
Go do fucking 20 jumping jack and have a psychedelic trip. Go.
Psychedelic trip.
No. I went and fucking did race lights last night after fucking taking gummies on the empty stomach, and I haven't eaten anything, and I just eaten gummies, and that was it.
That's actually a complete diet.
I have ketchup Doritos.
I know. I had ketchup Lay's.
I come from the land of
For a
ketchup
while,
chips. I'm good.
They lasted about a day. With the guy
Why
from the
we
north.
don't have that flavor here? Search me.
I'm gonna try it today. I haven't
Because
tried
we
it.
have to have barbecue sauce, which is not
I'm
nearly.
expecting it to taste like tomato paste, though. That's my expectation.
Barbecue chips are just too sweet.
Tomato soup.
Chips are just
Chip.
right. They have that kind of tomatoey, fresh crispness of them. You know what I mean? Without that sicky sweet of barbecue chips.
But like I had a cold for a while. I've had the cold's going around my family, so you guys are probably gonna get something nasty.
Sorry.
You're probably used to it. You're like, I got everything dark.
3 more days. Kids are out of school. Done. What? Having to shuttle anybody anywhere or fucking be responsible for anything other than, my duties here.
I just thought of something, guys.
And then I'm down to 1.
Doober. So, like you were talking about, that could be coming. Do you see those bulbs on the bracts from low stress or high stress training? I have been doing daily super cropping.
Yep.
So there you go. That kindly does explain it.
From all that fucking twisting I've been doing.
Yeah, if you're doing daily super cropping, you're gonna get those knuckles like crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's literally every morning.
Yep.
But it seems to really be helping. I mean, the plant is looking better and better. and not going up so much. You know what I mean? I'm really working on that canopy control this time.
Yep. You should be topping that thing from fucking 6 inches.
I think super cropping is more effective than topping. We were actually just having this discussion the other day.
You can check it out on my videos. She don't need topping anymore. That bitch is bushy as fuck.
Oh shit! Okay. So it's already no more topping.
Yeah, go check it out. I've got a bunch of bushes now, man. It's I've changed up the whole. When I'm just flipping bigger plants altogether.
Well, I've noticed most of that. With all the Jack's twice the size of the other plants that you've grown in the past, and etc.
That whole sea of green thing was fun, but it did not last from harvest to harvest. I can't deal with that.
Bigger roots, bigger fruits.
Well, that too. You know, I've got roots hanging out the bottoms of the pots in both the flowering and the veg tent.
I don't know if we got anybody poking out in veg right now.
Huh?
Probably a grapefruit blue.
Oh yeah, I mean the grapefruit blues has been in those have been in veg for a while. The ones the Mons that I have, they're pretty good size. You know, they're I just took I don't know 10, 12 clones from them, and they're still a little bit over waist high.
That's cool. Hell yeah. Where is Apprentice at today? Anybody talk to him?
Hope he didn't fall out of the chair. Oh, that was me. That was me. Sorry.
I don't know.
You know what I should do?
What is that, by the way?
I'll be right back. Got to handle business again.
Something came from him. He was like, I don't know. That which
Express or whatever.
I think it might have been the pecs. I think it might have been the pecs, just not the tops. Not bad.
I've been eating so much Canadian chocolate. I'm stuffed full of Canadian chocolate.
Is it better than American chocolate? How do you feel on that? Can you taste the vomit in American chocolate now?
I have a shit palate, but I am very thankful to Dooby too for his.
So, for some reason, the Hershey's recipe and like most American chocolate recipes in mimicry of Hershey's recipe use butyric acid.
This chocolate all has white shit in it. Like it looks like white shit in it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's all kind of shit in chocolate. The butyric acid makes it taste kind of mildly like vomit. And if you ask somebody from like England or Canada who's fucking never had like American chocolate before, they'll like taste a piece of American chocolate. Yeah.
You know, I've read that root beer is a very American thing and is actually found to be disgusting among most cultures.
Yes.
Root beer is a very nasty thing.
And chocolate milk. Like, why though?
Chocolate
like
milk.
Most people drink milk. Like chocolate milk is just like an abomination.
No, it's the best thing ever.
Chocolate milk is fairly good.
Chocolate's like
anything but that strawberry milk.
You know, I enjoy a glass of milk from time to time. I would enjoy a glass of milk with this granola bar. But I don't enjoy chocolate milk, nor do I enjoy strawberry milk, nor do I enjoy any other type of milk that's got any kind of color, flavor. Muscle milk.
All right, I revert back to Dudism law number 1. That's just like your opinion, man.
That's just like your opinion, man.
I love chocolate milk.
Do you know where chocolate milk comes from, man?
I do chocolate and milk.
Yes, however, chocolate milk and other flavored milks are often used to disguise milk that would have otherwise not been salable.
I don't give a shit.
Companies like Booster with
everyone knows what's in hot dogs. You fucking love a hot dog. All right? You know it's scraped off the floor.
Well, it's pasteurized and homogenized, so of course it's safe. That's why you can't have raw fucking milk products in a lot of states, is because it's not necessarily safe. But when something's off, whether it's color or slight flavor off or something. It tastes mildly of garlic or whatever.
So the chocolate
They're like, oh,
factory.
fucking chocolate milk that shit. Sometimes the bad part about that is sometimes they get blood in the milk from urine or memory infections. They get mastitis. The cows get mastitis. They get blood in the milk. And if a whole batch of milk gets tainted bad enough that it's like an off color,
off to the chocolates.
Off to the chocolate factory.
Hey, if they could coat chemical waste in enough chocolate.
Never buy store-bought chocolate milk. Make your own. Buy milk and put chocolate in it. Do not fucking ever buy chocolate milk.
I always wondered why it tasted different.
Oh,
I don't know. I like some over-ice organic chocolate
I
milk.
don't ever really purchase.
Anybody who's ever made fucking like their own Hershey's fucking whoopie whoop at home and had like a carton of fucking chocolate milk immediately goes, there's fucking something going on here. Like,
I trust over-ice because it comes in a glass bottle, and that just makes me feel.
I'm just trying to. I don't think many companies are risking. They don't need to. I think they would probably do more of a
common practice.
Yeah, but you think everybody's out to get you.
Well, I grew up in the fucking agriculture industry.
I know how it is. It's those same guys. They go from stirring up bad chocolate milk to planting the chemtrails in the plains to. They have these jobs.
I rescued my chickens from the fucking chicken Auschwitz. The guy who fucking runs the local chicken farm by the name of Mark.
Chickens have no emotions, and human beings
they are all
at a mass rate.
Crammed fucking 6 chickens to a fucking square foot and whatnot. Like, I mean, they're in there. But and the deal is, at 18 months from birth, these birds are no longer useful for laying. So he freaking sells them to the dog food factory, or I can come pick them up for $1 per bird.
Yeah. Well, do you want chicken nuggets that cost $1.99 or not? All right, because these are the choices we have to make as a society. Either chicken nuggets cost $10 and the birds have great lives, or the chicken nuggets cost $1 and the birds have shit lives. I'm with you. I would say maybe make them cost $5 and maybe give the birds half shit lives.
Doesn't agree with me, but I believe that nobody should be allowed to eat meat unless they freaking killed and slaughtered a large animal with somebody else, or killed and slaughtered several small animals.
That's fine, but if that's the rule, I should be able to kill you if you have a stock of meat. I should be able to kill you and take your meat. That's the only way.
If you're an adult,
we're going back to our roots. That's how we're going back all the way. You know what I'm saying? If we're going back to that,
understand what taking. I think raising livestock. UCG probably feels me on this. Raising a animal and then eating that animal is a way different experience, even than hunting or friggin'. Any other kind of meat.
For sure.
No, it's.
I agree, but not everyone. Not everyone can do that. It's not even possible.
We ate a few goats that my dad had.
Yeah, it's different, but you got a lot more respect for meat, knowing fucking what's in it, to pet that baby goat and then fucking see it served up later.
Yeah, never really bothered me.
I hunt deer and do that once a year around here. Sometimes kill one, sometimes not. But I love deer meat.
Although I will say that once I found out that 2 or 3 of the goats that I was told just sort of wandered off.
End up in a stew pot.
And it was always strange. Every time the goat would wander off, we always had this good meal. I was young then, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Our parents got to kind of freaking pull wool because they feel bad going, oh, yeah, that baby goat that you were fucking the baby goat, and then
Back to what Mike said, it's I was always told that it was deer because the texture is very similar with goat and deer. And, I was always told that it was deer meat. I'm like, well, where's Chatter?
I've never slaughtered a goat.
Chatter ran off. Chatter didn't come home today.
Lefty's getting absorbed into that couch. Look at him over there.
Well, the couch has no back. It's hard to.
It looks like the edible is just creeping up on you. Just
the great thing about this is
swallowing you.
I think it's just about gone. It was pretty. I have to admit, I'll give
What do you think this is about going? How long do edible buzzes last for you? Like for me, they're hours. If I can get off on an edible buzz, it's for hours.
Oh yeah, I'm still riding it, and I took the smaller one.
About an hour, give or take.
So they came out. I'm gonna lay this down so we get the whole freaking layout here. I scienced these all out.
Pretty good though, I have to admit. Like usually, I'll be honest with you, I think most people just don't make, or they're not honest with what they're making. Mm-hmm. He made that with shatter, so it's pretty. It could have been even a little gnarlier than what it was supposed to be. He's like, "Yo, it's 200 milligrams." It's probably like 5.
Yeah.
But
I'm adding lectin to mine now, and I've heard it's better for absorption. Because that
makes sense. Well, I've gone to like High Times cups where they're like, "Oh yeah, here's a brownie." I buy it for $20.
I've literally seen way shittier gummies at like cannabis cups. Like I could probably win a fucking best edibles in cup with this kind of shit.
He's not modest, folks.
But the problem is that it's because they want them to taste good and get you fucked up. If it tastes,
they do.
If you're eating,
those are pretty good tasting. I'll give that to them.
Yeah,
they're good. They're really good.
They're not awful.
You're set then. I thought you said they tasted like eating tree.
No, they taste vaguely weedy, but they're also very lime. I mean, the lime flavor's there for sure. It's
Has anybody ever had the vitamin chews? Like, I don't know. My family uses them because my kids, my little one likes them.
Chewable vitamins.
But basically, yeah, the chewable vitamins. It's basically very similar to that, but like the lime ones. It tastes it tastes good. Very.
But medicated instead of like vitamin.
You can tell there's something in there. I'm not gonna lie but it's not.
That's kind of reassuring though with an edible.
But you don't get like that gross, like lack of a better term, like alcohol-y taste to it.
Yeah. Making it with shatter, I guess, would be definitely the way, right? It's because it's just concentrated. I made edibles like brownies with like flour before, and the flour power was just overpowering. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's not.
Before we knew concentrate. So nowadays, yeah.
I would actually eat more of them just for fun, but I'm not interested in going to like. But they're tasty enough where you can just kind of sit there and snack on it, flavor wise. They're good. I'll give him credit for that.
You will die if you eat enough Vader.
But again, he did.
FD, I am your medicator.
He did this for a living for a long time.
So, what I was getting at before I went off on a fucking tangent. These gummies here. We have the Vader. We have the Boba Fett. You see that well? No. Let's stand up a little bit. Sha-sha! Boba Fett. Where is he? The Boba Fett. And we also have the Mandalorian crest.
Hard to see that one.
Yeah, that one doesn't look like anything.
I don't know. Here, I'll pop the screen up big so you can see it. So, while Lefty waves his dick around on camera and shows you Boba Fett's ass. No, there's his face. There's Boba Fett. There's Vader. So the deal with this is the way the dosage works. I ate one of the Mandalorian crests, which is the crest of Boba Fett's clan people. Lefty ate a Boba Fett. Boba Fett is much larger than the Mandalorian crest. The way this works is each 2 molds are 30 milliliters. Now, the Vaders are split so that each Vader is exactly 15 milliliters. These ones are split so that this one's 10 and this one's 20. So it's kind of like a his and hers.
Oh,
nice.
Moose knuckle. His and hers, moose knuckle. Not bad. Surprisingly good. Cuts off right at the moose knuckle.
Yes. That way you can pick your balls without everybody getting all weird about it.
Yeah, I'm completely naked talking to everyone, so nice.
I really wish you'd show us sometime.
Well, by no strange or unusual flavors, you mean like Green Diamond says that like he makes his with RSO and butter, and there's absolutely no strange or unusual flavor. Like no unusual flavors. Like it doesn't even taste like weed, or nothing unusual like nothing alcohol-y.
Yeah. A lot of people make a lot of product. A lot of they'll take tons of clippings and trimmings and make their edibles out of that, which is the most cost-effective way to do it. Can be
Alcohol.
Well, just in general.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just putting them in capsules. I'll just put can of coconut mixtures in capsules and do that.
That was what was neat about this. I looked into it, and it apparently candy gets at that right temperature and viscosity where if you keep it mixed, it will emulsify with oils. Mm-hmm. So you can literally pour cannabis that just shatter. No weed or alcohol flavor, nothing. So I make stuff like that, but I used to do it with fucking a low, slow cooker. It would never go over fucking 160.
Yeah, they all have their benefits, right? Because when you're using shatter, you're getting more THC, but you're most likely getting less CBDs and other natural beneficial.
The trick with that fucking RSO works, I guess too. But what we always did was we would just never let the fucking weed decarb. You just get it hot enough to fucking melt off the plant, then you decarb it when it bakes. And that way it only gets decarbed once, and so it doesn't get that really strong fucking weedy taste. That's interesting to do that with RSO. I didn't know that.
Me either. How do you make your RSO?
Hot plate, probably.
I mean, what alcohol are you using?
Everclear, probably.
I mean, you can use ISO for...
no, you shouldn't use ISO anymore.
Or for edibles.
There's more and more studies coming out showing ISO is not good for your liver.
No, okay. I know you're not supposed to smoke
ISO's not good or not harmful?
Not good.
Well, you're not supposed to smoke it because it breaks down basically at certain temperatures.
Well, I'm no expert. Definitely look into it, but I've been hearing that isopropyl alcohol.
See, this is comes to the flushing where chemicals don't burn that way. Sulfur fucking burns at fucking a higher temperature than things don't burn like that.
I made RSO that I smoked before from ISO. It didn't bother me. I made it one time. I did it once, but I was like,
Smoked it or?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, big, yeah.
Was it the 91 Quiso method? Yeah. The quick wash where you 90 seconds with just a tiny little bit and a tiny little bit of fucking weed, and you make a 0.2 of a gram of some little bit of oil of whatever that.
Yeah, I've done it before too. Yeah.
That's what I did. Yeah,
that was one of the ways.
But UCG may know about this. I don't know. And the hell, actually, Mischief Mike may know about this too. So, any of y'all old enough to remember Arrowwig?
Arrowwig. Is that like Whippet?
No. It's some computer thing, dude. I've never even heard of it either.
Arrowhead was a website, the Vaults of Arrowhead, from back in the day. Y'all know Indra, right?
Uh-huh.
So this is a post from 1999 on Arrowhead from Indra that I remembered reading when I was in high school, senior year, high school. You know what I mean? Indra is here titled as Indra, the Bafo butane PVC hash oil extractor, in which Indra teaches us how to make a BHO tube out of some PVC pipe and essentially.
Just because he was a noob kind of ding-dong doing it with PVC does not mean it was a good idea.
Look at this. For reasons not yet clear to us investigating these things, unofficially, butane and perhaps other gas solvents with similar ultra-low boiling properties selectively solvate the desirable fractions of cannabis oils, pulling out only a beautiful amber honey oil and leaving the undesirable vegetative oils, waxes, chlorophyll, etc. behind in the plant matter. Even unsmokable shade leaves produce a wonderfully clean and potent gold with oil with this method. I have every reason to suspect this would work splendidly to extract a super strong and tasty oil from gross, unpalatable, swag commercial pot too. And of course, the better grade of herb you put in, the better resulting the oil. Now, this is a post from 1999. This is a 20-year-old fucking internet post. Now,
That's
how
fine.
has that essentially changed over the last 20 years?
Today.
We don't use PVC. That's about it, really.
Right? And it's straight up like, take a PVC thing, drill a hole. Fucking, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But
We know better now. In 1970s, smoking was cool, bro. Or it wasn't bad. We didn't know.
but this is 1999, and then he ends out saying something like, and this is Indra. I mean, this is like a legit source. And he's like, freaking, the final product is a deep yellow amber oil of the highest quality, and he ends up doing an ISO wash afterwards to winterize it after the freaking, yeah, he's even doing like the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I mean, Indra is kind of a respected source. Like he's kind of known as the godfather of.
Well, you got to figure too. He's probably learned a lot more since 1999 himself.
That
So.
post was updated 3 years ago.
He's going to give you that final statement here in a minute. But that's really, really bad. You shouldn't do it that way. You can go online and get a glass tube to blast if you want.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that like, while we've changed our methodology a little bit, the essential like wisdom that was given was 20 years old. When I first told Lefty that like 20 years ago I fucking made BHO, and he was like, you fucking crazy. And I was like, no, we did this like 20 years ago. We made wax. Like it was like the ear wax. Like remember the wax of like the early 2000s? Yeah, we did that fucking like all the time.
Blech. It's all good though, dude.
He decarbs with a Nova Everclear, distills it down, reduces a hot plate, keeping it at 176. The magic number of 176 degrees.
So if you put that in a vacuum, though, can't you go
lower? Yes.
Yeah. That sounds so fucking boring. I can't see that.
Well, I mean, yeah, lower temperature, but it boils faster because of lower component of the alcohol in the vacuum.
That's essentially how Shatter's made, but like it's a gentler process.
Well, I mean, I always purify any of my BHO in a vacuum.
The Dankster? What's his name on fucking one of the new guys? We got a bunch of new guys.
It's the dankness.
Oh, the dankness.
The dankness. That's right.
Yeah, they all came from Lemon Hoko's channel, which
they all came from who?
Lemon Hoko.
Yeah, it happened. Been gone for a long
time. Tell me a story.
They're like a bunch of breeders. That's actually a really cool channel over there. But they had a show on last night. They had this like KNF specialist on that talked on Discord. It was kind of neat. But yeah, we suckered some of them to come over to our channel too. Lemon Hoko's the leader over there, so we brought him over to our channel.
Wait, Lemon Hoko?
I don't know who he is. Is this the non-licensed
guy? I don't even know this guy.
He's some kind of breeder.
Lemon Hoko?
Hostile takeover. He doesn't like other people playing ball without them knowing why.
Oh, wow. He's on THC Farmer.
He's an old schooler. It sounds like he'd been in the game for a long time. I just didn't know him because I'm Midwest. We don't know these fucking
IC Mag? Oh, yeah.
It sounded legit over there, though. Yeah.
Images for Lemon Hoko. Let's... Here. We'll give the ultimate plug. Oh, wait. Why the fuck is it like, no?
Yeah, all 7 of our viewers. We're going to change his life. We're going to change Lemon Hoko.
We searched Lemon Hoko. Right. I got to share this. I'm just saying. I'm going to screen share.
Well, all right.
He came to our channel and chatted with us for a bit. He seemed like a really nice guy.
That's cool. Hello, sir. Welcome.
So, yeah.
When extremely tasty.
People show shit like this. I'm okay with that.
Yes, some of that looks very good.
Well, I mean, like that's respectable.
And down on the second verse.
Yeah, so find the link and join the channel. I didn't know in Discord that you can actually join someone's voice chat and then still change channels. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's like a whole bunch of them. I got like fucking a half dozen of them on the other side here.
Yeah, it's neat.
Lemon Hoko. I gotta find him. Find him on Discord and join his Discord channel.
Yeah, he put he linked his thing in our chat, or Doobie did.
Yeah, Doobie invited everybody in.
Yeah, Doobie invited us all over there. It's pretty nice. It's nice. It's bigger though, not quite GrowTube big, but
They got like 200 and some people.
Yo, what's good, y'all?
What's up, homie?
How we doing today, brothers?
Eventually.
Hanging in there. Getting ready to go into the grow room. The lights will be on in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, buddy.
I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it, but I got finished in time.
I'm glad you did. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it, but we just got back from the baby shower.
Can you turn up, Prentice? I can't hardly hear you. Hold on. If I can turn you up.
Who told you? Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Yeah, I can still barely hear him.
Lefty in the Doob.
What the hell?
What it is, man? I think we're having problems hearing audio on you, Prentice. There?
Is that any better? Can you hear me
Yes.
now?
Yeah, that's a little better. On my end, anyway.
Hoko.
I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about it.
There you go. That's how she sounds better.
Yeah, I just had to turn my
I
headset
think
on.
sometimes
I'm
when you
sorry.
have to like get your like voice into the right right voice action kind of angle.
This can't be him. It is him. How is that him?
What are you worrying about? Are you still doing the Lemon Hoko thing?
Why is it all dachshunds?
what, his Instagram?
No, it's YouTube.
Oh,
YouTube's all
Maybe
dogs.
he likes dogs.
is it? I just went and followed him on Instagram. His YouTube's all dogs.
Oh,
I don't know. So I'm on so many fucking social media platforms. That's why I was like today for the first time in a couple of weeks, and I was like, okay, guys, I've been gone. Sorry, like I've been gone for a minute. Time for all this right now.
where you been, dog? Did you go?
Yeah, I've been here for the streams and shit, but like I ain't been on Discord or Instagram or Facebook or fucking Twitter or YouTube or anything other than just live streams when I can make it.
I thought maybe you forgot how to use your
On
phone.
the road to hell.
Oh yeah, he's like training police dogs and shit on his YouTube thing from like 5 years ago.
What's the name of it over there? Can't.
Oh, God.
Sure. I'm confused.
Son of a...
Lefty's. We're on screen. I mean, they can see us, Lefty. We're not like. I'm just.
Yeah, we can
digging
see you.
around trying to find.
I was kinda sitting there
Don't
chilling.
freak out. I'm just trying to find Lemon Hoko. Because
Doobie
apparently all the
linked
people
it.
are from Lemon Hoko.
Doobie linked it in the chat.
That's all the new people.
Well, he
in
may not have
fucking
came and joined. Some of the people just may have come and joined because of that.
Thought I saw him in here though.
No,
There
I
he is.
brought them all in.
Online.
Oh, sweet.
They were like, "Oh, it's my shift mine."
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's do audio, by the way. These are on.
Yeah, for Discord.
Oh, that's
Everybody, I would like everybody to please check out all the rules in the Discord server. The rules are there for a reason, and they must be followed.
Yep.
Sucks for video. You can do it with audio though. Discord does great for audio.
What happened?
What happened with what?
We got rule breakers.
Apprentice. Pick up your phone. Hello.
Hello, I'm here.
Do you have headphones on, Chris? Or do you just speak
Yeah.
into like your phone?
No, I have headphones on.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I was like,
It's wireless Bluetooth mic.
Oh, he's over there yelling at me. I'm sorry, I got to get a second monitor over here, Gibby.
You only have one monitor?
Oh, here, yeah. We just got the video. Like, Lefty's got his own monitor, and I've got the ability to run a second one. I just haven't set it up yet.
get monitors. Just need to do it. Just got to get our act together. Been a while. Been a little bit busy. I know it's getting annoying to even hear that. I don't like saying I'm busy, but I have to admit I have been a little bit busy. But even like to be honest, the hardest thing I'd say is my lady going down with her. I have to do everything that she did. And she's literally unable to do anything. She can't do anything.
Why don't you get in there? I'll be doing dirt bags.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, dude, get disability from work.
It's rough, I'm like, damn. So, but another couple months and back to business. But it's like try to do that and this and keep a smile on your face and keep moving forward.
You're only one man, Lefty.
What's that?
You're only one man, brother.
Oh yeah. It's all good. I mean, like I said, 2 more months and it'll all be over.
Wow.
It should be able to, as long as I. Are you playing with your bottle? Everybody can probably hear that.
Everybody hears Doober playing.
You guys have broken all the rules anyway. You guys have been like eating, playing with your bottles. I don't think we're following rules.
Wait, we had rules set for.
Knuckled at one moment there.
Who set forth rules for the show?
Doober creepily fucking pets Lefty every now and then. I'll look up and there's like a fucking creepy ass pet taking place. I mean, not just a standard one. Creepy as
Creepy ass.
Blame the gummies.
yeah. The gummies are all over your guys' face. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You should definitely go back and do a picture of me, like a still of me prior to this and after. Him too. He's fucking lit.
The gummies hit you in waves. You'll be fine for a minute, and then I can just see you like meld into the afterworld.
Yeah.
Onto the couch, and then you snap back to reality. Yeah.
I'm like,
so look at him.
That's where I'm trying to go to the afterworld.
Need the fuck out. Yeah.
Make another batch ASAP. Don't trip. I think I might tone them down just a little.
Don't tone down the ones you send me.
Oh, yeah.
Hell no, don't tone them down. Good Lord.
Well, that's what I said, but like,
Tone them up.
The better, the better.
is a couple 100 milligrams really like a safe dose for like normal people? Because like, if they're the kind of shit that gives people that like dab like Lefty does, I mean, you smoke like what, an ounce of shatter a month?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot.
I'll smoke like an ounce and a half of herb. He'll smoke like an ounce of shatter. Like we've got some tolerances. I'm cup stable. I will walk a fucking cannabis cup all fucking day.
Well, usually people just collapse into a coma. I've greened out several of my buddies who come up because, like rosin and wax isn't necessarily readily available here. So when they come up here and hit the rosin a couple times, they'll just be on the couch, like completely drooling on themselves. Like,
we've both got a fairly decent tolerance. Neither of us is the type to like smoke a fatty or take a big dab and absolutely die.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 or 6 years ago, sure, but I not. It's not like really. I don't even think it's braggadocious, but I smoke
hard to
every
find
single
good
day.
edibles, ones that actually give you
Like
a little.
you probably dab every day, Mike, right? I mean, every single day, a couple
Every
times
single
a day.
day, nonstop. I don't dab during work, so if I work, I don't dab till I get off work. But then.
But that dab when you get off work is probably just amazing. Huh?
Oh yeah, the first part of the day is I'm chasing that all day long. Is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, always.
That's called addiction. Yeah.
There's that. I just broke another rule, burping on live.
Oh man, you guys are just tearing
Oh,
up the
a lot of
rules
rules.
today. I can't just
Man,
believe
that's
this
the best
stuff.
thing that ever happened to you.
I love it with 4 viewers being, especially with all 4 of us watching.
I'm not watching, so somebody else is.
You can't count us. I'm not watching.
Oh, okay.
We don't count as viewers unless we have a window open,
We
which
got 4 viewers.
Mike probably does, but I don't think anybody else does.
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
Jeez.
I can't watch and listen at the
But
same
they always
time.
get around, like, I don't know, at least like 40 to 50 views in a day or two. You know?
Oh yeah,
It's not all about like who's here right this very second.
we get a bit of
Yes,
watch
it is,
over, and we
'cause I'm
maintain a good 8 or 7 or 8, 9. I think our top view, and we just lost another one talking about our viewership. There's another rule. Don't forget to thumbs down, unsubscribe, tell 2 friends, and go give somebody a hand job.
I mean, here's the problem, right, with the cannabis stuff is that there's only so many fucking ways to talk about topping and soil, and we've all heard the
No, dude, we got probably on some different angles than that today. Shit, we talked about PVC butane fucking blowing. Who the hell talks about that anymore?
Well, we did that, then we have like 45 minutes of bullshitting, which I enjoy the bullshitting. You know what I mean? But if we really wanted to, we need to we would need to make like 30-minute set things of like how to do topping.
We need to take this whiteboard that I
Can't have
have over
topic.
next.
You can't give stoners a 3-hour topic and expect us to stay on fucking
I used
point.
to do it.
Especially not when we're smoking, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Now, come on.
We need like 30 minutes, and then like
30
the
minutes.
starting streams that Doober ruins do not count.
We're running long
The
too.
3
We're
or
already-
4 fake starts that we always have, those don't count.
We already are over budget, so you know.
Oh, shit. We're over budget and underpaid, aren't we?
I did get horrible sleep last night too. My little one woke up. I think he's just starting to get nightmares now or something. I don't
Oh
know.
man,
He
yeah.
woke up and he has
How
the
old
last
is he?
couple nights. 19 months.
Oh, so you're still doing months? Damn. So he's
Oh
only
yeah.
one.
I don't even know when it. I mean, I don't even understand that fucking thing yells. But it drives me crazy. Like, can we just call it like 1.5? Like, what the hell? Oh, we got to do 19 months. What's the
Yeah, I
deal?
don't know what. It's a parent thing. You should keep it on forever though. You should never change.
Yeah.
You
To
should
me, it's
never change it.
until they're
People
a
ask
year
how old your son is. He's
or back a year.
better
and
than
a half.
37 months old.
It's a culture thing. I mean,
Ooh, once they're 2, though, they're like, shit, I had to get up and take care of him in the middle of the night because my wife normally does that, and he just kind of does his thing. And he loves mama, but when dad comes there, he's like, what? He said, I did that. I'm like, shut up, go back to bed.
well, a lot of cultures don't even like bother really naming their kids until like they're past toddler age.
Well, we used to kind of do that. That's because they died often.
Yeah, but like it is what it is. But that's why that's kind of a cultural thing across the board. A lot of confirmation or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? It's a deal where like you're not really a sealed deal person. Person got named until you were old enough to prove that you were.
So you're like,
Yeah. And then when you're like a teenager, you're like bar mitzvah or whatever, where you're like coming of age, Yeah. Oh yeah, I've had 2 quarts of iced coffee today. I'll probably have 2 more quarts of iced coffee before the day's out. 2 more quarts.
That's only 4 quarts.
Strong.
So what's everybody smoking on?
It's only a gallon of iced coffee.
Purple Outlaw rosin.
Purple Outlaw rosin, beautiful. Curtis?
Flower.
I am. It's what was it? Shit, I forgot the name. Oh, Mr. Nice Flower. Sorry, guys. Mr. Nice
Apple
Flower.
And UCG? Fuck you smoking on, son.
I am smoking on some Purple Pie number 3.
Oh shit, the number 3.
That's right.
Yes. It had totally different bud structure, and it has that same Lefty, that same white cheddar popcorn smell, but with a back end of like burnt tire or burnt rubber.
Sounds bomb. Yeah, it
It-
looks
That sounds like a throat burner.
It's no, it really ain't. It's actually to taste it when it smokes is rather sweet. It just doesn't smell sweet at all. It doesn't smell sweet at all.
That's
Not
weird.
anymore. It did when it was growing. In fact, it was really, really floral and sweet and gassy. But it lost all of that shit and went to the white cheddar smell and burnt rubber. But the rest of them are white cheddar and gas.
Cheddar gas.
Mm-hmm. Of the 4 phenos, the 3 of them were practically identical except for the number 3.
Been sitting on my thing since I picked it up.
Oh my god.
Oh, but look how fucking gooey that is.
Oh.
That's way better shit. So, Lefty, what the fuck are you doing with this big ass pile of fucking hash?
It's gonna smoke some
Yeah.
gnarly ass joint of hash.
Y'all heard of hash joints, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to smoke this.
I may have a puff or two. My throat's like on fire, dog. No,
What's the
I'll
matter,
smoke it.
Chris?
Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna pack it with some weird shit though.
No, I'm just gonna load it up.
Or just hot.
Yeah, just nothing but
There you go.
a straight hash joint. See?
Smoke
A
that
straight
shit raw, dog.
joint of hash.
Be right back.
Smoked a joint of hash before, so is that gonna smoke? I mean, can you pull from it?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna smoke too fast is the problem.
Yeah, I'm
No, it'll
worried.
smoke
that
real
it's-
slow.
Like, no, there's
It
like
won't
no-
smoke fast.
It'll smoke really slow and it'll be
Smoke
hard to
really
get.
slow. Yep, just like Apprentice says.
But it will get you.
There's a little
Look,
technique
son.
to it. But yes.
Yes.
So.
Rolling a hash joint is different than rolling a regular joint.
However, Doober is the king of joints, and that's how long it took me to roll an ash joint.
That is a damn straight joint. I gave you that.
Hold on, I gotta put a crutch in it. We're gonna allow a little extra time for that.
Wait, what?
Otherwise, you're just kind of doomed here. I'm gonna put a little bit of crutch. Lefty won't smoke without a crutch.
Oh.
He'll throw a little pissy fit. So we're gonna make a crutch out of this. This is how you know you're a fucking snob. You gotta. My thing I'm ripping for crutches is the Ethos Genetics
There you
fucking
Tear it up.
catalog, and I'm using it also to transport this big wad of hash. That's the Ethos 2018 lineup. Got some good stuff on the menu this year. Actually, considering some of their stuff, I really want to get hold of some freaking CCS. That fucking Tony Clifton sounds good. Hey, we got a couple viewers back. Rolling a hash.
Awesome. I like viewers. What's up, viewers? Thanks for being here. Glad you all are here.
We got
Like
down
and
there.
Subscribe and go tell 2 people about us somewhere, somehow.
Oh god, here we go.
Here we go. What? Oh, you're surprised because I was already like pretty much done. I just was actually. Give me a second. We're not quite done yet. The final step with the hash joint is you got to get a little hole for it to draw
So
through.
I got a couple
I was
granola
gonna
bars.
say, did you get the hole drilled in it yet?
Huh?
You gotta drill a hole through it so you
Drill
can.
the hole yet? I'm like, I'm working on it. So, and any of y'all got toker pokers?
Hell yeah,
So, y'all ever do this with your toker poker?
yeah.
How do you make a hash joint?
That's what my paperclip is for.
Toker poker does it perfect. Just long enough.
Yeah. It's all in 9R.
You gonna light that? Did you get that lit? Light it up. Fire in the hole. Here we go.
I'm looking for my lighter.
Here goes nothing.
There you go. Get her
You
lit.
see? Are you there?
There you go.
a little slow. Very classical.
Nice joint, Doob.
It's like a fucking Virginia Slim.
Hey, girl!
It's hard to smoke that thing. But it's,
Yeah, it is.
It tastes like weed.
I mean, you got to hit them a little softer. You can't just like.
Yeah, you gotta pull. You gotta draw hard but slow.
Hit it like you would a freaking pen.
Yep.
But they actually burn really bitchin'.
They do. I've rolled many a hash joint. I love them. What you chopping up, mister?
Dude, you don't smoke after supper. Careful, don't squish it. Don't squish it.
Toes.
Free tizzles.
For the win. What, does Mike mute himself out or what? Has he just got nothing to say?
It's gone. Gonzo.
I'm stoned watching videos. What do you want?
I just asking where you went.
Nowhere.
You
Oh,
douche,
okay.
Mike?
That's all you had to say.
I didn't I'm watching this FBI agent shoot somebody while he dances.
While he dances?
Yeah, some FBI agent does a backflip and his gun falls to the floor.
As we smoke a hash joint into the sunset.
I'm actually, so I took a bunch of keef out of the bottom of my grinder and put it on top of this bowl, and I'm getting pretty ripped right now.
So, before we close, I got a tale from the Duke.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Let's hear it.
So, I was at the 7-Eleven.
Oh, sorry.
And-
Oh, that is the microphone.
Guy comes up and I was wearing these pineapple shorts that I'm wearing today, and guy comes up like, "Hey man, I don't mean to assume, but here's my card. Just open the dispensary around the corner." And so I went and met him, and dude's fucking like super cool, fucking big, but like happened at a fucking 7-Eleven. I was like, I don't mean to impose, but like, you know, fucking, are you looking for fucking growers? So I just
we're
happened.
just radio hosts, but we know growers.
I happened to like walk into this guy at a fucking 7-Eleven, and he comes up and walks up to me. Hilarious. That's how things happen to do. And then I also saw two hobos, one black, one white, both tatted up, both very, very, very urban. The white guy had dreads. I mean, like both very urban, and they were like squared off, gonna have a like race war in the parking lot of another 7-Eleven. I wasn't even stopping. I just drove by.
Was the white guy being more black than black?
It was an even balance.
Oh, fuck law.
I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm gonna put it up. I'm sure you can. Look at that. That's what a hash joint looks like when it's burning. You see that, Lefty?
Wow. I have the table leg.
So you're gonna have to put this into a desk and then put the camera down a little more flattering angle instead of up our fucking chest. Better than up your butt. Not as bad as you thought it was gonna be, is it?
It's pretty good. I agree. It's nice.
That's usually pretty smooth.
I think there's a market for those. You have to like leave the fucking wire in them until people got them. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
camera cigars, though. People charge like fucking $100 for this.
Keep drinks for real. Yeah. Let's see. We smoked some of this already. This is the benefit of you know you're fucking like on it when your studio includes the O house. So it's
Check it out, guys. So I've definitely got some issues in the garden today to deal with. So I've been kind of wondering because I don't have those CMHs in there on this run, and so it's all HPS. So it's really hard to see what I'm looking at as far as true plant health. And I went in there a while ago, and just as the lights came on, there for a minute they're white. The light is white, and Jesus Christ, I've got 3 plants that are extremely CalMag deficient to the point of spots on the fucking leaves.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I've got to deal with that. It's res change day anyway for that, for the flowering ladies. But they'll get fed right here in just about 30 minutes. I'll not get it done before that. So what I went ahead and threw them a big dose of CalMag in there so that they can get it on this next feed.
Ease it in. Don't just sham it in with no Vaseline. Make sure you go up in doses. Don't just give them a full heavy dose right off the bat. Go medium to heavy. Otherwise,
and here's the thing, man. I got to noticing. I got to remembering with turning. I inverted my cycle Thursday. I set everything up, and they got 24 hours of dark, and then the lights came back on Friday night. So, but with all of that, and it's been kind of a bad week, and I can remember now that I sit and think about it, all I've done is just top the res off twice this week, and I do not recall adding in any CalMag at all, and I normally do that. And so now I'm paying the price because it could not be at a worse time too, because fucking right now everything is starting to button up.
Yep.
So
you say you didn't add any silica?
No, I don't. I don't put any silica in with the flowering plants.
Has your regional water changed lately? Are you on a well or are you on a freaking regional water supply?
It's a CalMag issue.
I'm on city water.
The training that he'd never seen before.
City water, they're not going to change it that much.
Do you keep up with the yearly water test reports and shit?
Oh yeah.
Calcium hungry plant.
Oh yeah, especially in cocoa.
Yeah, that's all it is. I fucking totally forgot. See, normally on Wednesday, when I do my top off on Wednesdays, I will add about 50 milliliters of CalMag into the res, and I just totally forgot. They didn't even get their fucking recharge this week, so I'm kind of fucking slacking this week, I guess. And now it's showing. My fucking 9-pound hammer, that bitch has got spots on the leaves, yo.
It's okay. Just like I said, put some Vaseline on it. Slide it in nice and slow. It's no big deal.
She's she's like lacking on the green. She's fucking yellowy green. Damn it. So she'll look better in the morning, I'll bet you. By the end of this light cycle, she'll look good.
Just give her a couple doses of that UCG magic. Should be good.
Oh yeah. I've got this leaf. I'm gonna put it up in the Discord chat. Let me show you.
What you EC at? Or ppm?
ppm. I have a ppmd. Did I roll the Vaders or roll the Bobas and Keith?
That would be ruthless.
But Raw won't do it.
So what are you guys doing after the show?
Work. Straight to work. In fact, we're burning time. We got 30 minutes or 40 minutes.
I got to still water chew and veg, which is probably what I'm going to start doing now while we're kind of getting out of here.
Yeah, I have to balance two myself.
No, fuck that. Best way to go is to leave them hanging. Show them some ass crack and get the fuck on. Make them come back for more.
Yep.
We'll be back every week. And you know what? We'll be back tomorrow for Doober Mondays, though it may be a strange episode because this is my kid's last week of school. And as anybody who's got kids knows, the last week of school is full of all kinds of like retarded, events and crap, and yeah.
Go look
nuts.
at that picture. Go look at, there it is. That's a leaf off my hammer, man. That looks terrible.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there ain't been nothing in my garden like that in 2 years, dudes. I am upset with myself. I am like extremely fucking upset with myself.
I'd show you pictures.
Too hard on yourself, man. They're just plants. They come back.
Look how red that petiole is.
Put it up. Put it up for everyone to fucking look at. Ha ha ha. No, I'm just kidding.
Show them all. Man, I'm glad I got my yard cut before it started raining.
Jump to present. Jesus Christ. Oh. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple of them that did some weird shit like that.
And that's, I mean, it's not just one plant. I got, it's three of all three of the back ones. It's all three of them. The motherfuckers, they're just cow mag deficient, bad. So, and it's only the like the fucking, not the larger leaves. Well, the larger to the middle size leaves. Like none of the newer ones. They're still fairly green, so I'm gonna go ahead. I bet it looks after this next feeding, they'll look better by the end of the light cycle.
These fucking things will not go out.
Take off those spotted leaves.
You still smoking that hash joint?
I just set it down for like 10 minutes.
Oh.
Still lit.
Yeah, they really don't go out unless you put them out.
Do you think you could hotbox a room with this like an incense cone?
Yes.
Would you guys be interested in a product like that?
An incense cone?
Incense cone and just get a whole room filled with smoke, and you don't actually even have to smoke.
Hey, speaking of that, I still have one of my death sticks, guys.
I would. I'd probably eat the damn.
Oh, damn.
All right, I got to bounce, fellas. I'm losing daylight over here.
Yeah, we're about ready to peace out, too. Thanks for tuning in, gentlemen. Thanks for being a part of the show. Thanks for coming in and participating in chat, everyone. We're going to be off to work. We'll see you all tomorrow on Doober Monday. Anybody who'd like to join us can join us. Anybody who doesn't want to join us can go fuck themselves. Don't forget
Peace out.
Peace out, UCG. We will see you guys tomorrow. Are you working tomorrow? Oh, he's gone.
He bounced.
All right, apprentice. Well, we will see you all next week on Sunday if we don't see you Monday. Don't forget to keep kicking prohibition down. Is that what he says?
Knocking prohibition in the ass.
Knock prohibition in the ass. Smoke a hash joint. They burn forever.
Knock prohibition in the ass.
Here's some knowledge. Eat some edibles. Get super wrecked on the weekends.
Keep burning. Puff, puff, pass
Love
the
your
knowledge.
children. Kiss your families. Peace.
We out.